This week on Council Bluffs News, Bright Future. The Iowa West Foundation announces a pilot program sending 45 students to college. Garage Party. Bluffs Hills Harley-Davidson invites women to its dealership to ask questions about motorcycles and riding. And see what students on campus of Iowa Western are up to in this week's Weaver Beat. That and more all in this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Marie Zeitner. A pilot program by the Iowa West Foundation is working to help low-income families by helping fund 2-year scholarships to Iowa Western. Here's more on the exciting announcement made April 23rd. For some students, college is not always a possibility.
I was worried about what I would have to do to be able to pay for college.
And the Iowa West Foundation steps in to help.
This is an initiative that we are starting with a 3-year pilot project.
CEO Pete Tulipana makes an announcement April 23rd that the Iowa West Foundation, along with the Exarban Foundation and the Kiewit Foundation, will help 45 students go to college under the Potawatomi Promise program.
These young people will be offered full tuition and housing at Iowa Western Community College.
Through a selection process, a group from each Council Bluffs Community School District and Riverside School District award their high school students with the scholarship.
Just knowing that I can go to college and focus on what I want to do and provide a better life for myself, it really makes me happy, and I'm really excited that I don't have to worry about money or cost of anything.
However, there is one condition they must fulfill in order to be eligible for the scholarship.
They're making a promise to work to complete and graduate, either complete a certificate or graduate from the college in an area of study.
Which is the only thing on the minds of these students now that money is not a factor.
I can focus more on my work and what I want to become and put my efforts into that instead of putting my efforts into trying to make enough to pay for my college.
The Potawatomi Promise plans to grow along with the potential of students in post-secondary schools.
This is real. I'm actually able to go to college.
65 students are expected to receive scholarships for the 2016-2017 school year, and 100 are expected for the 3rd year of the pilot program. The Iowa West Foundation is providing $2.4 million of the $5.4 million cost. Revenues from Pell Grants is included. The annual Celebrate CB Week, also known as Council Bluffs Community Pride Week, is just around the corner. Here is a look at one of the events last year. With activities scheduled May 8th through the 17th, there will be plenty of fun for the whole family. Here are some of the things going on Saturday, May 8th. Opening ceremonies with the mayor will begin at 6 p.m. at Tom Hannafin River's Edge Park. Celebrate at the River will follow immediately after with a street dance and taste of Council Bluffs. The band Taxi Driver will perform once again. Those events are scheduled to last until 10 p.m. This is just the beginning of Celebrate CB Week. For more information, you can visit celebratecb.com. We'll have more on those activities in next week's show. City Council previously approved rezoning for River's Edge subdivision. Now with approved plans, specifications, form of contract, and cost estimate also approved, Community Development Director Don Gross has more about the timeline for the Playland Park project in this week's development update.
Hello, Don Gross. Today is April 27th. I wanted to give an update on Playland Park, or as we call it, River's Edge subdivision. Presently, we're done with the rezoning process. The city has rezoned the western half of that property. We will actually have council consider a final plat that should be approved by the end of May And what that will do is create the right-of-ways and the block structure of the development. We are in process right now of bidding out some of the public improvements. We're going to do them in 3 phases. The first phase is the grading of the site, the installation of storm sewer and sanitary sewer. We will go out for bids for phase 2, which would include the water, the energy and communications utilities, the streets, the curbing, the green spaces, street plantings, sidewalks, trails, and all those surface amenities that you would see. So that's where we're at.
With more women riding motorcycles, Les Hills Harley-Davidson wants to make sure they're prepared for the road ahead. April 23rd, the staff goes over safety and answers questions at the first women-only garage party of the year. The population is growing. More women are making the decision to get on their own motorcycle.
To be able to ride your own and not have to rely on somebody else, it makes it much more fun.
Still, safety is important. And to help, Deb Metcalf, General Manager of Les Hills Harley-Davidson, invites women to a garage party April 23rd.
It's just giving them information in regard to getting on a motorcycle.
Metcalf goes over different things to consider before getting on a bike.
We kind of go through all aspects of it. Obviously the motorcycles and the importance to us as women is making sure we're flat-footed, and there's always concern about the weight of the motorcycle.
Even clothing is a factor when it comes to riding on 2 wheels.
There's both functional gear as well as fashion gear and kind of what the differences are and what you should be looking for.
The quick workshop helps ladies looking to ride understand the world of motorcycles without feeling intimidated.
We have a little bit different thinking than men when we're looking at bikes and learning about them, learning to ride, whether we want to do that or not, if we want to be a passenger. So there's a lot of things that we go through in our minds.
The women can even learn how to start, shift, ride, and stop a motorcycle without having to go on the road.
The front tire is in pegs, the back tire has rollers. So then as the engine goes and you clutch through everything, that tire's rolling, but it's actually not physically going anywhere.
After trying their hand on the Jumpstart bike, women here are well on their way to hitting the road solo safely. Les Hills Harley-Davidson will have a garage party 4 times a year. A women-only riding course is also available. You can contact the dealership for more information. Daily commuters on the south end of Council Bluffs are in store to experience some delays. Getting on and off I-29 northbound at Highway 275 near Metro Crossing is no more. The ramps now closed down for nearly a year. Starting April 16th, the Iowa Department of Transportation begins work on the busy intersections, but as Dave Dorsa explains, it isn't all that bad.
The projects that are going on right now on 275, they have a completion date of May of 2017. We know it's an inconvenience to traffic, the impacts, the ramp closures, but you know, they're going to be temporary. It may seem like an eternity, but they'll be temporary, and ultimately, the improvement will benefit everyone.
The Iowa DOT is in the process of reconstructing Interstates 80, 29, and 480 to modernize the highway system. This process also includes over 18 miles of the Council Bluffs Interstate. For more information about the detours, visit the program website councilbluffsinterstate.iowadot.gov. Chances are you've seen the work of Glass Services, Inc. around town or even here on Iowa Western's campus. And now the Chamber of Commerce is celebrating Glass Services, Inc. after 5.5 years in business. A special ribbon cutting April 23rd is part of the ceremony. The president and vice president of the local organization say business is important for the community.
There's a lot of opportunities to provide glass glazing and be a successful glass contractor in that area.
To employ families and help, the community.
To check out the work of Glass Services, Inc. or to make an appointment, visit their shop at 1436 North 15th Street or call 712-256-5553. A wellness fair at Thomas Jefferson High School gives families plenty of ideas and options for a healthy lifestyle. Informational booths and different activities fill the school April 25th, allowing people to try everything.
We have some great food classes that are being put on, demonstrations. We have some Zumba lessons. I think we had yoga this morning, so different exercise opportunities, and then we have some booths set up.
The free event is sponsored by Live Well Council Bluffs. The mission is to support a healthy, active, and beautiful lifestyle. Coming up on Council Bluffs News, students at Iowa Western show off their skills in a talent show on campus. And after the break, learn about what the women's role was during the Civil War and how they celebrated when it ended during a blue and gray tea at the historic Dodge House. Corey Nelson joins us in studio next.
They decided to tie the theme into the 150th anniversary of the end of the Civil War.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
You make me wear my bike helmet. Taught me never to run with scissors.
You tell me to stay away from drugs.
To always buckle my seatbelt. And to follow the swimming rules.
You're always looking out for me and trying to keep me safe.
So why do you keep a loaded gun in your drawer?
Here in the garage.
Closet. Shoebox under the bed.
Where anyone can get to it.
How safe is that?
How safe is that?
How safe is that?
You asked them to follow some safety rules. Now they're asking you. In fact, they're counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. If you own a firearm and are not using it, please be responsible and be sure that it's stored in a safe place. Remember, always lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
This new mom is struggling to get the skates just right. And now she's holding on for dear life. Her kids can see she may have broke her knees. They still love her though she looks like she's attacked by killer bees. I'm allergic. Proof you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Create new opportunities and expand your knowledge with Iowa Western's continuing and career education.
It was really intimidating to go back to school, but Iowa Western made me really feel like I could do it.
Our goal is to help students achieve success from education to employment.
Learn more, including information on extra benefits for Iowa residents at iwcc.edu/continuing_education.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I'm Marie Zeitner. Joining me in studio today is Corey Nelson with the Historic General Dodge House. Thanks for being here, Corey.
You're welcome.
And the Dodge House is starting to do more events as the weather gets warmer.
Right.
And so tell me more about this General's Ladies Blue and Gray Spring Tea.
Well, we started doing teas back in 2001 and have continued every year since then. And we are, for the last several years, have done 2 teas every year, a spring tea and a fall tea, and occasionally a Christmas tea. And so this is the kickoff event for the year. And our spring tea, they decided to tie the theme into the 150th anniversary of the end of the Civil War. So it seemed very fitting and a celebration type of event, certainly. So the blue and gray, it's kind of the signify the reunification of the country, and so it's an ode to the Civil War, but it's also kind of an ode to what was next for the country.
And that is partly why you are dressed up here today.
I am. Yes, we thought we'd go the whole 9 yards here, and so very much Civil War era costume still with the full hoop and the full skirt. And we will be doing a program. Danette Hines-Snyder and myself will be doing a program at this tee called the Soldiers Aid Society. And essentially what it was what the women in Council Bluffs initially started offering for the troops, the homeboys that were sent out to battle. And the government wasn't providing supplies, food, any of those kinds of things. And so the women were gathering items, canned goods, bandages, tobacco plugs, anything that they thought would make it a little bit easier for the troops. And so those would be sent down by wagon load and given to the men that were fighting to give them a little taste of home and some comfort.
So it'll also be kind of a little bit of a history lesson for anyone who can attend.
It will. It will be in costume, and there's a full PowerPoint really talking about what these women did. And if you're familiar with the cookie crumbs, nowadays they do something very similar. They send those school letters, they send real utensils to the men and women overseas. So it kind of had its precursor back in the Civil War with this group from Council Bluffs initially.
Okay, and then really quick, when is it, where is it, and how much does it cost?
Great, we'll be doing it. It's up in the ballroom of the Dodge House, so that's 605 3rd Street. It is on Sunday, May 3rd, and the doors open at 1:30. The tea begins at 2 p.m. Reservations are required, and they do fill up very fast, so call right away if you're interested in coming. And it's about, an hour and a half, 2 hours by the time the tea is done. You can tour the Dodge House as well. They usually offer a coupon for our neighboring gift shop, and the tickets are $18 for members and $20 for non-members.
All right, well, looking forward to the spring tea coming up, so thanks for being here, Corey.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Stick around, more Council Bluffs news after the break.
The Mid-America Center is the Heartland's premier entertainment and convention center. April 25th, the Omaha Roller Girls take on the North Star Roller Girls in roller derby action. Then May 16th, they're back at the MAC for Sponsor Appreciation Night. The MAC offers free parking for all events, including those in the convention center. May 29th through the 31st, Okamacon comes to Council Bluffs. Then July 10th and 11th, enjoy all things British, movies, books, and more at British Fest 2015. Tickets, information, and more at midamericacenter.com.
Hey everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change. Let's go!
To the Batmobile. Dang it.
To the invisible jet!
Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women. I could use your help. Yeah! Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
Hi,
I'm Sean Crawford for the Reaver Beat. Iowa Western is filled with very talented students all across campus. IWCC brings them all together on one stage for the annual talent show. Check it out. Singing, poetry,
for they must be entertained,
rapping, and even a professional magic act.
I've been working on this idea for a while now to make a whole audience appear.
These are the different talents performed at IWCC's talent show.
The talent show, we all got together, all of us acts. We really put off a show for everybody here in the Art Center.
Students supporting their talented classmates fill the first floor of the Art Center's auditorium. They applaud each and every act taking the stage.
There's around a 5-minute set, and really I just tried to MC, you know, move the crowd, jump around, get people involved.
I'm the entertainer, I'll do it.
My act today was a mentalism act. Normally I use some large illusions and stuff like that. I have to get surgery pretty soon on my knee, so I decided not to jump in and out of boxes today. But I do magic from fire to birds to all that.
And even though this is a competition, the performers are here to have fun and enjoy each other's acts.
One of my favorite acts tonight has to be Casper. He used one of my favorite rap beats.
I'd have to be stuck between probably Casper and the Magician Act. I really like those two.
Julian Henning's magic performance took first place. Organizers say the annual event will take place next year, so start practicing. For the Reaver Beat, I'm Sean Crawford.
Still to come on Council Bluffs News, these furry friends are looking for a good home. Meet them in Pets of the Week. Then it's our weekly events calendar. We'll be right back.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council of Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council of Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Time now for Pets of the Week. Served by Toby Jack's Mineola Steakhouse, home of the Thursday Night Taco Ride.
Hi, I'm Terry from Midlands Humane Society, and this is 2-year-old Betty Boop. She's a terrier mix. She came in as an owner surrender. She's up to date on all shots, spayed, and microchipped. Betty's looking for a great home. She's great with kids. She's great with other dogs. We're not sure about cats. And we're also working on the potty training situation. She's not there yet, but we're getting there. She'll need a little help with potty training, but she's a great dog. And Betty Boop's file number is 15674. 15674. This is Francie. She's a 2-year-old German Shorthair, brought in as a stray, found out by Wabash Avenue. She's a great girl. She's very calm for a German Shorthair. She is full of lots of energy, likes to go on runs and walks. Again, she's 2 years old, and Francie's file number is 15003. She's spayed, up to date on all shots, and microchipped. This is little Bailey. Bailey's 6 months old. She's a domesticated Shorthair, and she was brought in as an owner surrender. Bailey's looking for a lovely home. She's full of cuddles, love. She's very calm. Her file number is 14940. She is spayed, up to date on all shots, and microchipped. This is Tink. She's a 5-year-old female. She was brought in as an owner surrender. She has been here since February, so we'd like to find her the perfect home. Tink's file number is 14341. She's great with kids, cats, dogs. She is housebroken. She uses the litter box, which is great. So if you can give Tink a home, come down to Midlands Humane Society, 1020 Railroad Avenue in Council Bluffs.
Time now for our weekly events calendar. It's time for the annual Lake Manawa cleanup Sunday, May 3rd. Meet at Shelter 6 at 1 p.m. to pick up supplies. Gloves, garbage bags, water, sunscreen, and insect repellent will be provided, and feel free to bring your own. Please wear protective clothing. Get ready for the Run for Wet Noses fundraiser for the Midlands Humane Society May 1st. The dog fashion show will take place at the Mid-America Center beginning at 5:30 p.m. Cost is $50 per person or $450 for a table of 10. The fundraiser will also include a silent and oral auction, dinner buffet, and more. Beginning May 7th, the Main Street Farmers Market will take over the 100 block of West Broadway Thursday nights from 5 to 8 p.m. Locally grown produce, jams and jellies, crafts, fresh baked goods, and more will be available. Thanks for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. CBTV is always looking for your feedback. You can send questions or comments to cbtv@iwcc.edu. Call 712-325-3312 or find us on social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter. Just search CBTV17. Remember to keep it here for the latest scores and updates for local sports in your community by tuning in to the Bluff Sports Zone with JJ Davis. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Marie Zeitner. See you next week.